It's your boy, man. Tess, my nigga 5.
You already know.
Vic over there in the cut.
The Dillers.
And you know what I'm saying? It's Enlightened Society. You know what I'm saying? We're going to drop these juices for y'all once again, man. This for episode what? 10? Episode 10.
We veterans.
We rocking and rolling, you feel me?
Always.
Make sure we get all that gas, you know what I'm saying?
As always, per usual.
Fucking right, you know what I'm saying? We're going to start this shit off with something, you know what I'm saying? Something with, like, everything's character building, but this is one of those serious ones when it comes down to, like, you just, like, really elevating yourself, you know what I'm saying? And it's like with interaction, you know what I'm saying? So right or wrong, no matter what the situation is, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand that nobody owes you an apology, you know what I'm saying? When y'all have rights and wrongs and shit get all heated, you know what I'm saying? But if you on some elevation type shit, it's your duty to make sure that you know what I'm saying? If you have any wrong in the situation, it's your duty to still apologize, you know what I'm saying? Because most people have a problem with just being a bigger person, so what they call it being a bigger person, but that's just all about growth, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So no one really, like, theoretically, nobody owes nobody an apology, but if you're trying to grow though and you know where you was wrong at in the situation, it's really your duty to do that, you know what I'm saying? Right. No matter if you get that shit in return, you feel me? Mm-hmm. As long as you do it and you clear yourself, you get your clarity the best way possible, then I feel like that shouldn't stop your growth, you know what I'm saying? If anything, it should propel your shit, catapult your shit on levels, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people ain't accustomed to just saying my bad and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Because a lot of people don't really understand how much apologizing, because like, if you really break it down, a lot of people just think to themselves that when you apologize, it just automatically makes you vulnerable and makes you feel like, all right, you know what, I lost that situation. That's what they're mostly like focused on.
It's perceived as a sign of weakness.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? But what most people fail to realize is apologizing is not for that person. It's for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that was, you know, I had a conversation with my brother. You know what I'm saying? My brother 5, and like, you know, I was going through a particular situation where, you know what I'm saying, it was hindering me without me understanding to myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm that person that, like, if I'm called out or if I'm moving a certain way, I call myself out for accountability. You know what I'm saying? Before like the next individual. So it's just like sometimes, you know what I'm saying, we look at situations and we don't even analyze within ourselves that, like, you know what, like, you know, perceiving sorry as forgiving ourselves and allowing ourselves to move forward. You know what I'm saying? And
definitely.
You know, me just having that combo with, you know what I'm saying, 5, it put me in such a different perspective that it really like took a weight off my shoulders and allowed me to, you know, move forward. So, you know, when it comes to apologizing, it's never about, you know what I'm saying, you showing a sign of weakness within yourself to anybody. It's, you know what I'm saying?
It's total growth.
It's growth. It's self-growth within yourself.
Yeah, that's a fact. I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, real shit. What you got on that, brother?
Damn, that's real. But yeah, I'm just thinking like everything that y'all just said. Apologizing. It's a real heavy topic because, like you said, people don't. You know, human nature, you know, you want to point the finger at somebody before you apologize to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to place blame, right? Mm-hmm. And, you know, I still do that to this day in a sense. Like, even though I've grown and I don't do it in a lot of ways that I may have done before, I feel like I have my moments, like, I could be arguing with a shorty, you know what I'm saying? And, like, I'm gonna make her feel bad, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's just, I guess, I don't know if like all niggas do that, you know what I'm saying? But like, I'm gonna make her feel bad even if I'm in the wrong. Even though ultimately, but my growth is like, all right, like I'm in the middle of doing this dumb shit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, you right, I gotta like accountability, like, you're mad at me, like I'm at fault, but like I'm
beating you mad.
I'm beating you mad, and it's like, damn, like, just apologize, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I'm learning, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've learned, but I'm still learning. Obviously, I'm doing the same shit, so I'm learning that, you know, and that's important too for us to say, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times that, you know, we have one instance where we show growth and we like, yeah, we grew. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're there. You might not be there all the way. You just had a moment where it's like, all right, I can elevate myself if I stay like this. Because if you don't stay like that, it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? So, apologizing is, like you said, it's not a form of weakness. It's growth. It's strength. You know what I'm saying? Strength in the sense that it's like you you evolve in a way that growth, it makes you just look at shit way different.
Yeah.
And like now you're just free of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like if you can understand how to apologize, it's like the ball's really in your court. You know what I'm saying? Because it's never you're never like now a person can't affect you at all. You know what I'm saying? Even if that wasn't their intention, you understand within yourself like, wow, like
exactly.
I'm a whole different person. Like you ultimately became a different person after that.
Right.
You know
And that's what made me actually come up with that topic. You feel me?
Yeah, that's fire. That's when you said that, I'm like, I don't even know how I'm gonna jump in this one right here. But I know I'm gonna talk my talk. But I was just like,
but you still had to keep it real, like you said. This is a growing pain. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you just kept it real though. That's what it's.
Yeah, that's
this
what
is
it's
all about. Recognizing, identifying, and correcting the shit, bro. Like,
I want
on camera.
I want to say, and I want to say that for the people too. Like, when we started this, you know, me and bro, we wanted it to be a certain kind of way. We wanted it to be, you know, all glitz and glamour when it came time for, you know, everybody to see it. You know, bro was the only one that was like, man, let's just start doing this now. You know what I'm saying? We're going to show. We might not have everything that everybody else got, but we got enough to put it together. So if we continuously do this, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that us. And one thing about us that I could say that I love and I cherish is that we listening to each other in the sense where it's like, all right, man, I might have my mind made up on one thing, you know what I'm saying? But once you say something like, damn, like this shit sounds better, it makes more sense than what I was thinking. Let's do that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad, and I'm saying that to say that usually I don't move in those parameters. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna do something with somebody else's mind.
Right.
It's gonna be mine. You know what I'm saying? And that's no disrespect to anybody. It's just and you could say the same thing about yourself. You know, we all move on those same principles. Absolutely. So it's like it's not apologizing, but it's a form of like giving to get. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like
this is a community effort. And
I want everybody watching to understand, because even the people that are watching right now, like they're so important in a sense because they grew with us, they're growing with us. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we could do this. Each episode could be 4 or 5 hours. We could sit here for hours and have these kind of conversations. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like nobody else is talking like this.
Right.
You know, like when people ask me, I tell people about this. When people ask me, it's so hard for me to describe it. Because I'm thinking of such elaborate, immaculate things to say about it. Because in my mind and within my soul, I believe that it's that.
It's that. But
so
we're
it's
keeping
like
it simple though, in an immaculate way.
So when it's like, all right, boom, okay, let me get all that stuff out of my head and let me just explain it. It's so simple. But then I'm like, I feel like within myself, I'm selling us short, or I'm downplaying it too much in a sense where, even though they get the gist of it, because they're like, damn, like that's, you know, that's dope, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need, you know, the common responses, like we need stuff like that, you know, and it's true.
Yeah.
You know, like you don't see this, you know, people aren't linking up and just talking about how to be better, how we've been better, situations where we're here being vulnerable, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Telling people, giving you real stories, giving you real, you know, these are real things that happened, you know what I'm saying? And we overcame them, and I just want each time that we do this, or each time that somebody's paying attention to this, that they understand what this is. This is bigger than just, you know, whatever a topic is, you know what I'm saying? Like this is the message is, it's like, this is a book, you know what I'm saying? It's a collection of books, but we start in the first book and we're on chapter 10, you know what I'm saying? It's fire. But I don't want to get off topic.
Yeah.
No, but I completely agree, man. This is a place of growth, consistent, you know what I'm saying? Growth. Ain't nobody perfect. We not trying to make ourselves appear like we somebody that we not. You know what I'm saying? And we still learning, and we still go through, you know what I'm saying, our bullshit in life. But at the end of the day, we want people to truly understand that this podcast is pure. Bottom line of that is pure, no rehearsed, no scripted. And we back to the topic. Yeah, man. Don't ever stop yourself from growing.
But yeah, what made me actually come up with the actual topic of the shit, you know what I'm saying? Because really, I mean, I don't give a fuck how y'all feel, but no bullshit. You remember when we was talking about it initially, like the first time, we was like, yo, we got to come up with hella episodes to talk, things to talk about. I believe I came up with like 30, 40 of them just that night because I was just geared up to, and I've been through so much shit that I could just sit and recollect so much shit.
I almost was gonna tell you to do that before you even got in the book. I'm like, you know I'm sure like. Yeah,
it was already done. Like
I got things that you could have really clipped.
I got 3 pages to scroll right now. That's why I said, bro, it's not, you know what I'm saying? But you, I'm like, nigga, I'm locked and loaded.
I'm ready to do this. Right.
Beyond measure. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, you know, it was just that night I was going through shit and something hit me because it was like, apologies, like people just don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? And the only people that really can do it are those that are really comfortable with themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Heavy for real,
you know
and it's like that shit ruins. Like I have family members that are on that time and like they just stubborn, and it's like you was wrong in that situation.
Yeah, like
all you gotta do is say sorry. Like you really not talking to your sister for 15 years. That's nuts to me. You know what I'm saying? Because of a disagreement and because you didn't apologize. So it's like, you know,
who are you really if you can't do that? Like what type of person are you really? You know what I'm saying?
Do you hold yourself accountable?
You're just not an honorable person. Like
it's nothing loyal. It's nothing real about that. Like
you don't possess any of the great qualities that an individual can have.
You can't be trustworthy if you can't admit you wrong and shit and tell somebody you fuck with like my bad. Like you know what I'm saying? And people like to wait for you to snap. Now like most of us that are in this type of shit, what we're talking about with this apology thing, right. Most of us that grow can really sense it in other people that they don't want to apologize. Yeah. So what we do. Well, what I do because what made me come up with the topic because it's easy for me to do it now.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't even been able to really come up with it if it wasn't something that I really practiced at one point in time, like to a constant. You know what I'm saying? The first time that I got to myself living over there, and that was one of the things that I had to do just to rebuild myself. Period. Like go back to certain people that I probably didn't even talk to no more. You know what I'm saying? Like you really got to go back with a lot of shit and just, you know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. You feel me? So with that, me practicing that, it was like, okay. So then once I got back a little more open, I'm still in my shell, but once I got a little more open and was having shit back and forth with people or whatever, it was so much easier to apologize because I got over the humps with the people that it was paining me to apologize to in the beginning. Yeah. So for you new people, not like y'all, but for the new people that come into my, you know what I'm saying, my space, it's really nothing to apologize to y'all because, you know what I'm saying, I'm not that heavily invested for one. And it still makes me feel a lot better because maybe they're not even used to seeing somebody do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like just setting a bar for anybody that you're around for the most part because it's just, that's one thing that is like heavy on people and it hinders you a lot, bro. Cause and like you say, that fucks up relationships when all you can say is my bad.
And it's bad energy that you hold.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's mainly just that. You know, you walk away from a situation and you disregard apologizing. You attach to that bad negative energy to you, and even though you thought in your mind, you probably trained your mind to believe that, oh, you know what, I'm past that situation, I'm not fucking with that.
Oh, you're gonna meet it again. It might not be through them, but you're gonna meet it. It's
always gonna be around you. It's always gonna be around you.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So we gotta really understand that it's not just as simple as just forgiving somebody and moving forward. You gotta understand that shit, when that shit get deep within your soul. That shit irritates you. You know what I'm saying? That shit weighs you the fuck down. And, you know, some people don't even bounce back from that. Some people end up killing themselves behind shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just the simplest thing.
That's real shit.
That's the wildest part. It's just the simplest thing.
Yeah, bro. It's deep like that, man. It's just when you love yourself and you understand what helps people, like, feel better in life and shit, it be those small things. Cause a lot of people don't get that shit at all. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people get shitted on, treated whatever type of way, and it's like, fuck it. Whoever will seek their revenge or whatever, they got their get back. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's fuck you at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like you gotta let them have it, and I still had to go to those people. Fact. Look, my bad for whatever. You know what I'm saying? For my part, I can't make you speak on your part. You know what I'm saying? But then, like I was getting to, like I, you know what I'm saying, we kind of swerved, but it's like. When you consciously are able to apologize and you're around somebody that's not and you show that to them and then you give them the opportunity by allowing them to continuously be around you and they never get around to apologize and then you speak on it, it's like it's still always your fault. Like, why are you reacting like this? Why are you doing this shit? You still don't want to say, listen, bro, my bad. Or can we, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could be done. But those same people aren't comfortable with themselves or they're not comfortable with your ass to begin with. They just feel like they want to leech or take whatever energy they can get up out of you and just leave it like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's really like that with some people. I done been around it.
Yeah.
That's why I can speak on it. You know what I'm saying? They'll sit around you the whole time and you be like, damn, bro, you ain't even, you feel me? But it's like, oh, now because you're reacting, that's what they're using as a shield.
Yeah.
You gotta cut that shit off. That's just a snake waiting to bite you again.
Yeah, for real, for real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, damn sure is. But you know, you pay attention to people who are always like happy. When you pay attention to people who carry such a light balance within their body, you could tell those are the people that hold themselves accountable for moving a certain way through any situation. Cause I'm not like now that like, you know, past that conversation that me and you had, you know, now I have such a different broad perspective of like that particular topic now, that like even if a person shits on me, you know what, I'm sorry, and then I don't say it to them, you know, in my mind I say, you know, I apologize, but Victor, I never put you in that environment again.
Exactly.
That
so
simple, exactly. Those simple, you know, conversations, and even when you wrong, whatever, and like, you know, overall, that's what makes you a stand-up person. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You apologize to yourself for putting yourself in bad environments or whatever situation.
And then still apologize to the wrong you did them.
Exactly.
But I still place myself in this position, so I shouldn't even put myself in this predicament.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because we sense that shit most of the time, bro. And it's because we be giving a bitch the benefit, not bitches in females, or some just, when I say it, it's individuals. But we give these motherfuckers the benefit of the doubt and be sensing that it be a chink in their armor from the beginning. But we just be like, well, if I'm around, maybe that shit could go away and it can help them be better through us. Like, we want to give that unspoken helping hand. You feel me?
Yeah.
But it never really pans out that way because they're not comfortable with themselves. You know what I'm saying? And that's the real issue with most people, is what you have going on with yourself that keeps you from growing.
Jewel, yeah, pay attention. That's a jewel right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a jewel.
They don't ever want to speak on what they really have going on internally. And it has nothing to do with us because we went around. Most of that shit be some heavyweight shit from so long ago.
Right.
And you're just bringing that into every relationship, no matter if it's an opposite sex or just homies or whatever. You can't bring that same, because everybody is not on that. You know what I'm saying? You have to let them hang themselves. But you better sense it quick, because if you let it go like you did in the past, you're going to suffer the same type of damage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's you know, it's just, it's a lovely game out here. It's just that I know that when I make my mistakes, I have no problem with apologizing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not gonna drag it along. It might be it take a day or two. Sometimes it don't take that long, depending on me coming to my senses and me realizing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna be the one to just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm that type of person where it's just like, I feel as though like if I have a real solid principle for why I feel a certain way, well, the way I used to think.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
But listen, facts, like you were saying, like you be telling them, it's really not a blame if you're really stating the obvious of what caused the situation. Like, you're not really blaming nobody. You know what I'm saying? They're reversing and say you blaming them, but if you're stating really their part in what happened, is that really blaming, or are they just failing to acknowledge that shit as well? It just make you so mad. You know what I'm saying? Now, like you said, sometimes, you know, you may have a tendency to beat a motherfucker mad because that's just the way the nigga run their game or whatever. Cool. You feel me? But there's also those times too, bro, to where you may not. I don't want to give you the benefit of the doubt, because if you're doing a trickery, you're doing a trickery. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So, of course, you need to correct that. But sometimes they will take it to where you're just pointing out what caused you to do it, and they still try to not acknowledge that, instead of just making you like, but you still did this. But listen, had this not have happened, would I be doing this?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it'd be so crazy with the shit and whom it is. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta just be around people that can acknowledge it at the end of the day, because you know what I mean.
That's even hard. So starting from someone who has the mindset that, like, you know what, I'm not apologizing for shit I do wrong. What would be the advice that you would get for them to start, like, you know what I'm saying, to understand like the benefit of moving in that direction?
I mean, if you just a cold-hearted motherfucker and you just don't want to apologize, you just gotta. I mean, you're different. You know what I'm saying? What would I really say to them? If I sense that you really headstrong on that shit, I really ain't gonna say nothing to you, to be real. You know what I mean? But if you seem as if you're in limbo and you're just doing all out of anger all the time, what I would say to them is that you're still creating a karma cycle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because even though you're not apologizing to them, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna run into a moment where you wish somebody apologized to your ass. and it might be a lot deeper than the cut that you gave somebody else. 10 times out of 10 is gonna be deeper than the cut you gave somebody else.
Yeah.
To be 100, it's gonna be deeper because you're the person with the invincible mind saying that you're just so your skin just the toughest skin to where I don't owe nobody no apology.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta have some tough ass.
I want to say you gotta have tough ass skin. You got a lot of fucking negative energy build up inside you.
Yeah, there's a lot of ignorance.
But you still have to be stone cold though. Like you gotta have some type of. You're a different type of person, man. Like you know what I'm saying. That's just like serial killers and shit. You just have no remorse for what you're doing to folks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah.
I mean, I believe everybody has a soul, but you pushing it to where you pushing it like you don't even care. You know what I'm saying? Like you just stone faced. You just poker faced up all the time.
I say that shit's going against, caring about yourself, your own
That's
mental.
a fact though.
You know what I'm saying? I really don't understand, like, why would you even want to move in a way where you hold yourself back from, and it's so crazy because when you think about all these little things in life, just understanding what sorry brings your life.
I know.
People underestimate what that shit really could bring to you.
That's a fact. That's
you
a
get
fact.
what I'm saying? They really underestimate what that shit can bring to you.
Because it opens up a lot of opportunities. It opens up blessings. It opens up a lot of shit that's waiting for you on the other side of that apology. Because you really don't know what's on the other side, but you're letting the major load off your shoulder just by apologizing for whatever the situation may be. Especially if you're the first person to initiate the apology, then the person that's, you know what I'm saying, on the other side of it, it's like they're in a real position right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it's going to really show what you are.
Right.
They got to make a decision.
They have to make a decision.
Put them in a situation where they got to make a decision.
Yeah, you feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? It's all character building, and it gives you an opportunity to see what you're dealing with on the other side. You know what I'm saying?
Too.
It really gives you that. You know what I'm saying? People show themselves sometimes without even talking.
That too. Yeah.
And let you apologize and the motherfucker don't say nothing. Then that was it. You feel me?
Yeah. Shoot. Well, I used to be rowdy. Real rowdy. So if I had a problem, it's a war. So, me like understanding now, you know what I'm saying, like how much value that shit adds into your life now, and me analyzing how it was like, back in the day, I used to live in such a stressful space for a long time because every time there was a disagreement with somebody, it was wartime. Every time it was, something happening, it was wartime. And like, sometimes us as people, the way we set up is we go by our principles so hard that sometimes we block ourselves to believing that we wrong in situations. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly. Don't get too caught up in what's going on. Don't let the overall ego overshadow everything else that's really in front of you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's really the biggest thing about just life, period, is just understanding that it's okay to be wrong. You know what I'm saying? But it's even better to be able to acknowledge your wrongs. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's more gratifying to yourself.
It's like,
you know what I'm saying?
Everything is yin and yang. Everything is a balance. So it's like, without wrong, you don't even know what right is. You can't.
Exactly.
You can't even feel right.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't even. So you have to understand what wrong is. So if you acknowledge that you're wrong, it's like you know what to do.
Yeah, and by acknowledging you wrong feels right. So it's like you can both of them all in one. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's the right thing to do. Say that you're wrong. You feel me? Like, yeah, like.
But it'll never feel right because in this society that we live in, it's so brought upon us as men that we're not supposed to be vulnerable. You get what I'm saying? And that's what stopped most of the people that come from rowdy backgrounds, or I'm a thug, or I'm a gangster.
You're totally right.
You know what I'm saying? That prevents them from like, oh no, that's pussy shit. Oh no, that's sucker shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Real gangster shit is being able to acknowledge when you're wrong and move you forward. Being able to stand on respect and accountability within yourself. That's gangster. You know what I'm saying? If we speak in real truth, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's a nigga shit. That's a super fact. Like, you know what I'm saying? Putting your people first, taking time to show your brother love first. You know what I'm saying? Like, just understanding it's all about the community first. Yeah, that's the most gangster shit you can ever really do. You know what I mean? Like, understanding that there ain't no point to prove it's some gangster shit. Understanding everything doesn't deserve a reaction is some gangster shit. Thinking before you react, period, is some gangster shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's why they say though, you know, people shoot first, ask questions last. Real gangsters don't talk about what they're gonna do; they just do it. So it's like, it's just all about how you move and just understanding that calculation is everything. Yeah. When it comes to decision making, reacting to shit, you know what I'm saying? Like being able to apologize is a calculated step. Like that's a real move out here on the chessboard. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because just lack of an apology to the wrong person could probably hinder you from excelling in so many ways.
Facts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just because they have that hater hindering spirit is so strong. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It could be damn near, it doesn't even matter what the person is. If they spirit just that heavy on you, it's gonna be that heavy on you.
Yeah. We gotta start making it cool to like be different. You know what I'm saying? I feel like most people be so hip to just like, you know, I want to be the tough guy. I want to be the hip guy. I want to be the guy that got all the hoes. I want to be this guy. And like, you know, them carrying this certain type of image, they feel like they got to maintain like that throughout. Like, you know what I'm saying? You rarely could come across somebody who got the look, who got the appearance, who got the certain type of background as somebody that's gangster, right, that's speaking on a, like, yo, it's cool to say, you know, sorry. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's cool to be stand up. You know what I'm saying?
We should do that. We need to do that.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's something we definitely, you know, Enlightened society definitely want to enforce this, like, regardless of whoever background, you know what I'm saying, it is. That like we really stand on like making it cool to learn, making it cool to read, making it cool to stand up on just what's right.
Nah, really at the end of the day, you're just making it cool to be yourself, man. Like
that too.
At the end of the day, if you be yourself, you're gonna do what makes you move in a positive fashion every day. You know what I'm saying? And that's all of that in one. Like if reading makes you whatever, but let's say you were in a born in the projects or whatever, you know what I'm saying, low income place, but you like to read, but your homeboy's on that, you feel me? Do what makes you feel good. If read makes you feel good, do that. Like it's not all about satisfying the masses, and peer pressure is deep though, you know what I'm saying? So it takes a lot in this day and age with technology and kids getting shown what seems as if it's the fun thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Reading ain't the cool thing. So for those that like it, just understand being you is nothing cooler than that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's nothing cooler than you being your purest self. No matter what the masses are doing, most people that aren't followers are being themselves the whole entire time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the best leader is the person that is being themselves and letting people know that it's okay to be yourself. Right. In a mass of people that rather be a bunch of everything else. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but you're right though. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is you like to do that has nothing to do with a quote unquote visual social norm, 9 times out of 10 is you being yourself. Continue to build on that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all you got. You feel me? So yeah, that's real deep. You know what I'm saying? Very deep. It's character building no matter what you do, but just make sure that you're strong enough to apologize about shit. There's nothing wrong with you being yourself. You know what I mean? And
yeah, that's the most powerful thing you can ever be. That's the most powerful thing that you can ever be is yourself.
You know what I'm saying?
And if you don't know yourself, just take the time to, you know what I'm saying, really, really dig deep into yourself and really understand who you is.
And if you don't know how to do that, it's all about you just getting by yourself. Just separate from everything for a little while. You know what I'm saying?
But not even just getting by yourself, but putting in the work when you are by yourself.
Yeah, most definitely. Which takes a little searching, you know what I'm saying? With soul searching, we're looking into the mirror, just that and the third. You know what I'm saying? All that matters. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And if you struggle with, you know what I'm saying, even if you're struggling with finding who you are, take a pen to a piece of paper and, you know what I'm saying, write. You know,
likes, dislikes, all types of shit, man. You just gotta just analyze self. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? What makes you tick? What doesn't? You know what I mean? What would you like in a person? What your rules is with yourself, and what would you expect in others? You know what I'm saying? It's just so much shit with finding yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's endless, really. Like, it's endless because your mind grows so much. You never know what you could like at one moment, you could dislike the next moment. You know what I'm saying? From people to foods, places to environments. You know what I'm saying? So it's just all about you just really just taking the time to just really try to figure yourself out, man, and just grow on that. You feel me? Like that's the main thing. You know what I'm saying?
And when you really understand really who you are, then you can go out into this world and really be a stand-up person and really, you know what I'm saying, give the world the best party, you know, who you are, contribute. You know what I'm saying? We always looking for somebody with some sort of guidance, some sort of leadership, some sort of understanding of, you know, something that's different, you know. And that's what hooked me on to Nipsey Hussle. You know what I'm saying? That was the person that I chose to be my mentor, and you know, for him to have like that gangbanger background. No, I'm not a gangbanger, but for him to have that sort of background, and for him to speak the way that he speaks, and you know, it just made me gravitate towards him because that's the person who I got game from. That's the person who I've learned through his steps and his understanding and his trials and error what he's done. And it's not to say that you have to copy somebody, but if you pick a hero, anybody that you know is doing something that you want to do, anybody that's doing something that gives you food for thought, like feeds your mind every time you listen to them, those are the people that you really want to trail behind. And you know, you don't have to do exactly what it is that they're doing, but pick the little small things that they do and you know, implement that into your life. You know what I'm saying? You'll be surprised, you know, what a pen and a piece of paper would do for your mindset. You'd be surprised. I write in a journal every morning I get up. The first 30 minutes I wake up in the morning, I write in a journal. You know what I'm saying? Because I always got tons of thoughts in my head where, you know what I'm saying, and it could be bad, it could be good, it could be great, it could be inspiring, it could be knowledgeable, it could be all different types of things. But I always make sure that my thoughts is organized in my head. And, you know, the benefits is tremendous. It's really tremendous, man.
Yeah, that's really like, for those that really have a plan in life, for those that are really, which everybody should, first and foremost. Mm-hmm. Everybody should have some type of plan in life, you know what I'm saying? Everybody should have something that will aspire and inspire them to do something great. So, although I don't do it, you know what I'm saying? It's really great. It's really good for people to write shit down. You know what I'm saying? I'm like the person that is just so mentally jotted, and I mentally just repetitively go over shit in my head so much that like it's there. You know what I'm saying? It's just the law of attraction is being generated just the same as writing it down on a piece of paper and visually seeing it, because the way that I repetitively write through my head is going through my head more times than I wrote it down ever. You know what I'm saying? Even though when you write it, you just have to write it one time, you'll see it a million times. I see it a million times without writing it down. So it's pretty much the same shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just about me constantly working my brain on a frequency. You know what I'm saying? I just want my brain to stay on a certain frequency, and by me doing that, it's just by me mentally replaying shit in my head over and over again, just like what's written on the paper, and you look at it over and over again. So, but yeah, people with plans, people that are trying to do big shit, and when I say big shit, it doesn't really matter the actual size, because any step towards something is big. Mm-hmm. First of all, any step towards any type of growth is big shit. You know what I'm saying? So
talk to me.
The biggest is the overall accomplishment, overall goal, of course, but every step is big. So I don't want to diminish or minimize anybody's work ethic and anybody's stepping stones to the top, whatever their top may be. You know what I'm saying? Let your top be, you know what I'm saying, endless in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? Do what it takes to really have no ceiling with whatever it is you're trying to do. You feel me? That's what I would give anybody.
Yeah.
Never limit yourself. Even though there may be a limit, move as if there may not be one. Mm-hmm. And just make yourself hit the limit, as opposed to you recognizing it and you feel as if you need to stop there. You know what I'm saying? Find a way to make it stop. Like, for real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just work hard. You know what I'm saying? Believe in self. I mean...
And just keep that shit pushing.
Appreciate you, man. Just appreciate you just as much as you can. Like, even in the bad times... Like, I was just speaking with somebody. I've been speaking with her for the past couple of days, but, you know what I'm saying? I don't really know her like that, so I'm not going to get into no actual detail, but, you know what I'm saying? Like, people getting reassurance from those that they don't even know sometimes is, like, the biggest thing you could do. You know what I'm saying? Because it's, like, the people that they expect to hear from, whomever they may be closer to, whatever. Like I was saying before, 9 times out of 10, they're not getting that. And I don't do it for no brownie points or for somebody to give me props and shout me out, tag me, post me. I don't do it for all that. You know what I'm saying? I do it just so people can know that other people are embracing your greatness while you're striving to be great. Mm-hmm. It's motivational for me as a whole, just to see somebody that I don't know that can look in the mirror and say every day, I still got to push to accomplish whatever goal. I still have to push for my kids. I still have to push because, you know what I'm saying, I have this and that to obtain or bills to maintain or whatever the case may be. Because there's a percentage of people that just quit. You know what I'm saying? It's a percentage of people that just end it all. You know what I'm saying? And they're not even recognizing that they're here for a reason they really be built for it. You know what I'm saying? And they just choke under that pressure. Like, it's crazy because it's no telling where those people could be at in life. There's no telling if they could have been any type of greatness. And most of the time, some of them are actually on a good road and they just be so into or emotionally charged into whatever it is. And when that letdown comes about, they just don't know how to handle it. There's a lot of people like that. You know what I'm saying? That verbal reassurance they probably didn't get. And a lot of people need that. You know what I'm saying? So even when you don't know people and you see them working hard or whatever, just let them know good job, man. Like, and you ain't got to have no real relationship with people. You don't have to have all that just to do one good deed, which is making somebody smile and just be great, like, for real. Like, so, yeah, I just want to throw that out there, you know what I'm saying? Because even though I do you know what I'm saying, I'm in the streets to a degree. I mean, I don't really be outside or nothing, but, you know, people know me for whatever the case may be, but that's not what I want to present on a constant. Actually, I don't even present it on a constant anymore at all. You know what I'm saying? I constantly represent progression, positivity, growth. You know what I'm saying? I swerve a little bit and act up, but I make sure that I snap out of that shit. I make sure that I limit it. You know what I'm saying? I make sure that I lessen doing that as much as I used to. Every year I try to harness it a little more. So it's all growing pains, you know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of gain out of it. You know what I mean? Just stay level-headed, man. You got it at the end of the day, so treat yourself accordingly. You know what I'm saying?
Always. And my dog dropped all them bars. I hope y'all caught every single one of them. And yeah, man, you know, and this just to piggyback off of, you know, what my guy is saying, everything that he's speaking is heavy jewels. So I really hope y'all really tuning into that. But you know, it's all about what you want. You know what I'm saying? It always goes back to, like, you know, everything starts with you. And I want everybody to understand that everything that you're going through, it starts with you. The situations that you're in, it starts with you. Every decision, every choice, and we're all given that. Why choose negativity when positivity is just as free? These are things that are free. You can't control. Let's focus on what we can control. Let's focus. Let's protect our focus, and let's give everything all that we got. If you're accustomed to just starting shit and giving up, let's push past that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I hold myself accountable. There's things that I've started that I've quit, and I'm coming back for those things. You know what I'm saying? And now I have the mindset to never quit, regardless of how hard, how difficult, what are the obstacles. You know, I'm going to do whatever it is that it takes. And when you have a mindset of doing whatever it is that it takes to achieve anything, you will achieve it. Whatever it is that you want. Always believe that you're great before anybody tells you that you're great. Always be your biggest fan and always be your biggest supporter. So when everybody's not supporting you, you should be supporting you. When nobody's pushing you, you need to be pushing you. When everybody's taking you off your focus, it's up to you to keep your focus and really, like, buckle down on yourself if that's what you want. Because most people live life thinking to themselves that the life that they live, whether it's poverty, whether they're in major debt, they believe in their mind, body, and soul that this is the end. This is the limit. I've hit the ceiling. And I'm here to tell you, on behalf of the Enlightened Society, the only limitation you put on yourself is through you. Can't nobody set a limitation. Just like Enlightened Society, there's no limitation when it comes to building this. We're going to start from the bottom, as y'all going to continue to keep rocking with us. We're going to take our time, and we're going to continue to keep on building at our pace. We don't care about what's going on out there. We're not speaking on anybody's podcast, how we need to do things the way that they're doing. We are focused on us, and when you want to get somewhere, you will focus solely on self, and you will get somewhere. I promise you. This is your boy Vic. Man,
it's your boy Da Vinci, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. We gonna sign the fuck off, man. You know, y'all be good, y'all be great. You know what I'm saying? Practice everything that we preaching, because everything we preaching, we practice. Feel me?
Yeah, heard. Alright. So do I stop this right here?
Yeah.